My name's Max Gagliardi, and this is Always Be Building. If you're watching this video, take a moment, hit the subscribe button on YouTube, or you can follow me on your favorite podcast app. Hope you enjoy the show.
When you're defining this, there's questions. There's very specific questions like, do you want the building made out of wood or do you want it made out of steel? And that's where everyone, especially people who are just getting into the space, actually even people who are seasoned, can get really stuck because they feel like if I make this decision, then I'm making a commitment, and I'm making this commitment to this thing is going to be finished in 10 years. And if I make this one decision, it can all go crazy. And so what ends up happening is you end up with people paralyzed through the decisions. You end up people refusing to make decisions. And that is the worst that you can do, because worse than progress maybe in a little bit of the wrong direction is no progress at all in development, because time is really what kills development. It's the longer you're holding land that you're not selling or that you're not operating out of, or however you're meant to be using it, the more that it's going to cost you. And so, I think there's also that kind of the commitment as you go, and understanding the relentlessness needed to push the process like every day too, because those questions are going to come up over and over again. And if we don't answer them in this meeting, we're going to answer them in the next one. And if we don't, they're going to keep coming up until we answer them. And if we take long enough to answer them, how long can we afford to do that? And so that's something that once I think you become better at it, you get a lot more comfortable making those commitments. So, but I see it all the time. And a lot of what we do is basically telling like the project owners, like, hey, you own this, like you gotta own the bits of this that you're not owning right now, because you're holding up the entire team.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, there's some of those items we need to make a decision on soon. We got like HOA docs and things we got. You're giving me anxiety on what we need to get done. So we one thing that I think is really interesting to me that I had not, you kind of figure out what you don't know. And I think the programming stuff is super fascinating to me and been a massive value add. And to be honest, like I didn't even know really what programming was. I mean, I intuitively kind of knew, but like I didn't think about it in a strategic way. And so just speak to like when you look at something, all the different things you're thinking of, because you're throwing out things like the way the light's going to hit this, or like, the way people are going to view this when they're coming down from this angle, or the way they're going to view it when they're walking at it from this angle, or like just where this is where this is placed, like how are people going to interact with it? Like, how's it going to flow? Like when people are here, and you're thinking about all these things that where, maybe we were just like, yeah, we're going to put it over here and it'll work. Right. But like talk to the programming side of it and some of the methodologies and things you think through.
Sure. And that's super fun to me. I mean, siting buildings is a huge part of my background.